Gavin Stone. Gavin flippin' Stone. 9 inning shutout. I could not believe Doc left him in. It's awesome. Trade rumors starting. Promotions are really going on. We're going to dive in. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. So, man, that was a terrible screen way to start. Here we go. There we go. This is Tim Rogers. This is the Blue Madness Experience on a production of Dodgers 2080. Glad to be in the house. Glad to be able to talk about the one and only Gavin Stone. Dang. Just pretty darn cool. A little more than 3 years ago, we were watching him start his professional career at Rancho, talking with Charlie Huff about him, with a little smile, a glimmer in his eyes and things like that. It was awesome. And now to see him go like this. Let's talk about something really quick. Roy Estrada is in the house. First in. Thanks for coming in, Roy. Let's talk about something for a minute. Half this channel, or at least half, judge Gavin Stone on what happened last year. It's like judging Mike Trout on his first major league experience. You don't know what's really there. You got to give them a real chance. And, with Stone, he got another chance. Showtime's in the house. He got a chance. Another one. Now, last year when he got his chance, it wasn't time. He was really good in spring training, was bad at OKC. Then they bring him up because they were desperate for pitchers. Last year, I don't know. It was disgusting for the pitching staff. They just got bruised and battered and all those types of things. So, he wasn't ready. But at the end of the year, he started getting good. He had that really good start in Boston. And then he ended up really well at OKC. So, don't give up on these guys after 5 starts, 10 starts. Pepio in 2022. Last year he was pretty good. He's having a nice year over in Tampa. Can't give up on these pitchers or on these young players. And you just don't know. Now, we're watching some other stuff with maybe some other guys. But let's talk about like Miggy Vargas, right? Miguel Vargas has been much better this year. Now, they are playing him in some, choice situations, maybe to bring up his trade value. Who knows? Doesn't seem like he has a position on this team, but some injury in the outfield happens, and he's in there full time. But I can tell you this. I like the ideas of Randy Arozarena. I like the idea of a little bit, not as much actually, of Luis Robert Jr. He's always injured. He's injury prone. But outfield's not our problem. The needs are, as always, pitching. You can never have enough pitching. Dang it. Print the shirts. You can never have enough pitching. And our infield is not so good. The other Miggy Rojas has been fantastic. But right now, when Miggy is playing shortstop, which that is their best, they're at their best when Miggy Rowe is playing shortstop. They're still, second base is kind of weak. Third base is kind of weak. Kike Hernandez, to me, I love Kike. No doubt about that. But I think he's good in spurts, just like CT3. Gavin Lux is still not doing it yet. I don't know. Sam, good question. Is the experiment over now or no? I think so. Let's straight up. Gavin Lux had amazing trade value at the end of 2019. They probably could have gotten Frankie Lindor in that trade, in a trade to include him. They didn't do it. and it wasn't just him, but probably they wanted Dustin May, things like that. But um, his value is not nowhere close to that. He's not someone that someone's going, oh, we have to get that guy. I still believe in the guy. Um, this is season 1 of a new knee and adjustments and things like that. Sometimes he just he's got to learn. He's learning how to trust himself again. So that's kind of, maybe next year it's better. And if I'm a team, I actually want to trade for him. But this is a World Series type team. That's it. This is a win the World Series, or it is, as Doug and I talked about this the other day. World Series or bust. World Series win or bust for this team. Nothing else is acceptable. It'll be a disappointment. So, pitching. Need pitching. Of course, right now we have, let's go through our rotation real quick. Glasnow, fantastic. Gavin Stone's been fantastic. Bobby Miller's been shaky, for sure. 300 GJW with the super chat and the truth, at least for right now. Yeah, I keep forgetting we got Biggio. He hasn't made a good impression yet. Yeah, they're definitely at their weakest when those guys are in the lineup and Miguel Vargas is not. That's for sure. They got to find a way to get more Miguel Vargas in the lineup, I believe, and then to continue. Paxton's been fine. Do I trust him long term? No, but you get all you can out of him. Get that man a ring. He's a well-deserved ring type guy. And Landon Knack, who's going, I think he's going Friday night. Yeah, Showtime is done with Lux Bust. Yeah. Yeah, I think this year is probably a washout. I honestly think, I just got to say, I think what is best for him and his future, sorry to say this, is to go down to OKC. That's what he needs to do. And to be honest, get back to shortstop, get ready for next year. Because Miguel Rojas will be 36 next year. And he at least has a chance to get his act back together. And maybe, who knows, maybe he gets his crap back together and he's contributed at the end. Because we got to be concerned about Miggy Rowe, truly the leader. Absolutely, Roy. Absolutely. Dude's a champ out there. He's the cat. He plays like a captain. Actually, I noticed this in 2023. I was in the camera well for spring training, and this is right after Lux got hurt. So Miggy Rowe was in the lineup playing shortstop. That dude was so loud on the field. He was in charge, and I love to see that from a shortstop. So I'm super all in on Miggy Rowe. I think when I see the ideas of a Jazz Chisholm thinks Miggy Rowe is a cancer. Bro, look in the mirror. That's a guy you don't want. He's not a winner. Showtime. DePaula no hits in his first 2 games with the Loons. He's a bust. This is what the Twitter trolls are saying. Yeah, we don't care about what they say. I know that in general, this audience is very thoughtful. And I try to work with you guys on that myself, because I've been working on, there's nothing wrong with having an emotional reaction, but be careful what you put on paper. Your credibility goes down. I get all sorts of messages, and they're just silly. And some are really good. I mean, I got, people like Showtime LA in my in my chats, and you know, we have you know, I think really good good talks. And when I talk to Doug, I have great talks with him. Trinidad, hung out with him on Saturday. Um, Upcoming, Peter Hubeck has agreed to be interviewed by us, so I'm super excited about that. Um, we were working. Trinidad and I were talking about getting an interview with Ronaldo Yin, El Monstro Negro. Um, yeah, Wander and last two best prospects. Yeah, DePaula's he's just got to find it a little bit there. Um, all I can tell you this is about DePaula. Um, he shows utmost respect to me. That's for sure, and so I appreciate that. Um, that's a W, because no matter how you perform, be a good man. So I'm not worried about DePaula. We'll talk about all the promotions. A lot of stuff has happened, and more's going to happen. The So some of the, you know, there's some of these guys getting released is killing me. Um, Jonathan Edwards, um, not the author of Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God, but he knows it. I actually talked to him about that last year. Um, and then, man, Junior Garcia got released. So both those guys, two really good dudes. I got some. I had an interview with Junior. I really liked him. I still like him. It's no reflection on who they are. Diego, yeah, he's whatever he's doing. He's making himself more valuable, either to the Dodgers or to another team, and that's good stuff. We want Diego. Yeah, Diego's again a really nice kid, and I want to see the best for them. So we will talk trade. We got, my cover. I definitely threw some clickbait on there. We saw some article came out that said if Skubal is made available, the Dodgers have what it takes to get him. I agree with that. And then, Crochet's out there. He's going to be traded. Hey, did you guys you see Albertus make a play yesterday? I guess he also hit a home run. He was playing third yesterday, so third base and shortstop are going to be in. I think they're going to be in good hands over the next few years. We just got to get past a couple more years. Well, first of all, we got to get Muncy healthy. Second of all, we got to keep Rojas healthy. Third of all, we probably need to get another shortstop just to be safe. Craig Osterberg's in the house. Hello, Craig. Good to see you. There's just so much there. Morales has been doing really well, from my understanding, in the DSL. I don't have all those bookmarks, but I'm just relaying what I know. Yeah, Albertus looking good. When we'll go over, I have no idea what the miners did today, so we'll be going over that for sure. I'm having problems just getting my mic in a good spot, so sorry about that. It's kind of weird. Oh, whatever. Let's see what I can. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. I'll end up breaking it. Yeah, Albertus he might be a real one. So having, right now we have Geloff and we have Logan Wagner. Now we have Albertus, and then there's a buttload of these more of these IFAs guys. The IFA's international free agent. Yeah, there you go. See, Showtime with filling in. See, that's the type of subscriber I need. Guys like that to keep the chat honest. I got to take a hit. I was going to do a show last night, but I actually did pretty much last minute. Went to see the Doobie Brothers. And I sat in the front row. Just saying. Yes, please hit the like buttons. Please, give comments, contribute to the chat, give comments after the show. All those good things are always appreciated. They only help the channel. We're going to have a lot to talk about over the next month plus, obviously, with the trade deadline. But pitching, because you can never have enough pitching. And Craig, again, Craig's the best at making sure he leaves a comment. I appreciate it so much. And then infield, just guys that can. We can't have dead bats in the lineup. Let's be straight up. I mean, Shohei's not going to hit a leadoff home run every game, even though it does seem like he's trying to, or it seems like he's going to. And Freddie just doing his, hitting doubles, doing his Freddie dance, or whatever he does now. Can't count on that. Will's in a bit of a slump. Skubal all day. I know people like Nando been all up there. Showtime, I'd say you just never know with all these injuries that keep happening. Now, the hope is, of course, that Brazier, Gratterall, Dustin May, guys like that can contribute. Yeah, Ohtani with the team record, 10 straight games, 10 straight games with an RBI. Amazing. He's just a freak. He's amazing. Imanaga is going to slide. And you know what? Stone's ERA would be super low if they didn't reverse an error call in that one Cubs game. If they get that thing back, his ERA is going to go like to 2.3 or something like that. Gavin Stone's been spectacular. Just go back and just check out the little video I did with him a couple months ago. And where he's at. Yeah, my only issue, Sammy boy, Dustin May, of course, nasty stuff. It's just he has to get the command, which he really seemed to struggle with when he was coming back last time from Tommy John. But coming back as a reliever, only need him for one inning. We don't need him to get, the batting order out twice. Just go in, throw that nasty whatever that thing is, that sinker, whatever that nasty, nasty stuff is, and bring it. Yeah, they're not telling us something, that's for sure, about hope. And they don't. They just don't. Well, let's hope. Yeah, at least with Walker and Miller, they're trying to bring him back as as starters, and I still have hopes for Miller, but it's not quite there. Maybe they have to IL him again. Again, that's why we got to go get some more pitching. And who knows? Maybe they have to start using Yarbrough a bit if they don't get anything. Gladstone, Paxton, the 1, 2, 3. No, you're not comfortable, Ryan. You shouldn't be. Yamamoto needs to come back. If it doesn't look good, they have to go get. I think it's Skubal myself. So let's talk Skubal and Crochet. They're both young. They're both left-handed. Let's pull up some numbers. Why don't we do that? Let's go to Let's go to Tar. And a shout out to my guy, the David Michael Mercado Jr. of the Philadelphia Phillies. In his major league debut, struck out his first batter. So super proud of him. I want to see stuff like on Skubal, all right, where are we at here with him? Okay, he is 20. This is still his year 27. He's still 27 for this year. Contract. So he will be free agent after 2027. Oh man, you got to get this guy. He'll be ARB eligible. From the farm system perspective, when it comes to Tarik, Daniel, Skubal, there are no untouchables. You have to get him. You have to get him. Now, I don't know how long he's going to last. We know that. What's the other thing? Pitchers break. But good Lord. I mean, so he actually has thrown some innings, unlike Crochet. All right. So, um, last year was only 80.1, but nice season when he was pitching. Um, so he actually has a little bit of some experience, get some innings in on him. Crochet really doesn't. Crochet was a reliever, and he's had Tommy John, but he does look good. And like Mr. Howard Cole says, you don't need him to eat up innings. You need him to come in and be nasty. So dude's 25. He just turned 25 a few days ago. Happy birthday, Garrett Crochet. Let's see. Free agent. It's just like Skubal, right? So he's got 94 innings, but that's like double his career. That is concerning. 167 innings on his career. It's very concerning what I see there. Remember, he was brought up very quickly as a reliever. And so I don't go all in on Crochet. If someone's going to come around asking for some of our really, quote, untouchables, I'm not giving them up for Crochet. But I am for Skubal. You have to make those moves. Now's the time. And you know what? If you get Crochet or you get Skubal, and you get Yamamoto back, so you get Crochet or Skubal. Let's just say we get one. And Yamamoto comes back. We're loaded. And maybe Miller starts coming back. We don't know about Kirsch. We don't know about Buehler. We don't know about Miller. And we just, got to hope Glass now doesn't live up to his first part of his name, Glass. Sorry to say that, folks. What's going on? I'm just going to check out the internet machine really quick. Let's take a quick look. Any notifications? Let's see. Not much. I'll just make sure we didn't miss anything. Looks like Jeff Spiegel was out there doing some work. Lipsius, where's Lipsius? That guy really needs to be called up now. I think I got a feeling. I hate to say this. I got a bad feeling it's just because of the lefty-righty thing that they're so worried about the platoon. Just frickin' play baseball. Let him do his thing. Let him try to hit. It doesn't matter. I think, I get it. I get it. The platoons are trying to get those splits, but don't worry about it. Just if he goes out there and hits a 250 with some power, that's great. Did you guys see this? Holy smokes! Hold on, hold everything. Look at this. Wait, let's see if they show it again. Bad boy. Woo! Whoo! There you go. I think he just gave it to a fan casually. Holy smokes, man. He saved. Did he save Ohtani? He did. Holy smokes. Our hero, is that Javier? Or is that I don't know if he's a Dodger guy. I think it's Javier. That's our guy. Cool. Good for you, buddy. You saved Shohei's life in our season and our our good feels for life in general right now. Let's see. So yeah, a little bit of controversy today with, I guess, with Austin Barnes catching today. Kind of don't care. They're saying, well, Will's what needs to work on a couple things, which is fine. The main thing, keep the man healthy and ready to go for October. Don't worry about this stuff. I'm not, and so I'm going to say it. You see the Padres playing with all this weird emotion. It's because they're weird. They're very emotional. And we don't want to play. We don't want to play them in the playoffs if they're all emotional because they are good. They're tough to beat. And right now, for a few days, they'll be unbeatable. Then they're going to fall apart because that's what they do. They're a bunch of I don't know. Let's see. Let's go. Oh man, there's been chat has been strong. Let's see. Stone is the Roy. Let's hope so. Okay. Let's see. They really Skubal rumors, or are we just wishing? The thought was that it was reported, and this is it's that season. So take it with that the Dodgers have what it takes to get Skubal if they want to do it. Lorenzo, yeah. Lorenzo's got he's just naturally really strong. Yeah, give me Skubal all day, and I really do. Yeah, I would agree with you, Showtime, that Tarik should not be available. But maybe I don't know. I don't know because I think the Tigers are a rising team, but we got to talk about it. It's one of those things where it's like, well, we got to talk about this one. That Tarik Skubal was black. Well, okay. I totally get it. Um, how about River Ryan? Yeah, it's another guy recovering. So, but he'll be fine. Dodger fam, no pitchers coming back from injury surgery are effective. Yeah, Garrett Cole gave up 4 dongs. Beeler's been rough. Miller's been rough. Kirsch sometimes has been good coming back. It's like freaking when Justin Verlander came back from his Tommy John, he came back really strong. You know, that he was really good, and so I think it's possible. It's just it's going to take time. If they come, it's going to be real. It's always tough to see some guy come back and all of a sudden, do what Stone did or something like that, coming off an injury. It's not going to happen. They need to get roughed up a bit. And in my opinion, they need to spend as much time in the minors as they can. Stop wasting the bullets in the major leagues when they're not ready. You think Ryan will debut by August? I think that's a good call. Yeah, Knack right now is better than Miller and Bueller. Yeah, he's healthy. He comes in, pounds the zone. I don't think Doc trusts him. That's why he keeps pulling him at 5. But let the man pitch. See what he can do. Let's get him a chance to see the third time in the order a few times. But, the thing about with both Stone and Knack is they look comfortable out there pitching. Their mechanics look smooth. It doesn't look like they're trying to get, that extra mile an hour every pitch. Twins do Diamondbacks. Thank you. Oral, Belcher, Martinez, Nando, John Altrash went back from TJ. Todd Royal was the only one come back. Well, Oral didn't have Tommy John. He had shoulder issues, and he definitely was not as good. I mean, when he went down with his shoulder injury, he was one of the best pitchers in baseball. And he came back and was good, but he was not the same. Ramon, I'm assuming. Yeah, there's just not. Fernando also just Fernando and Oral were also overused. We will know next few days about Stone. Will he get injured? Do you remember his pitch count? It was a little over 100. This one was just give them the extra day off. They already have a bye. Yeah, they have a day off tomorrow. Give them a day. Let me take a quick look at the schedule. Let's see. Yeah, with any of these, even the ones where you think, oh, these guys are all good. You just don't know with pitching. There's no guarantees. Get as many pitchers as you can. Okay. So yeah, one of the reasons they could do Stone. So they got tomorrow off, right? And then they got 3 against the Giants. And then they have July 1st off also. So they don't even need to do a 6-man rotation. Do the normal 5 and we're good to go. So Stone gets the extra day. So that's cool. That works out really well. And that's good. And I was, and I actually put it in there, give him a day off. So he gets a day off. Yeah. I think, Roy, I think you're a little pessimistic here. I think we're gonna get someone back. I think we'll get something. But I remember the assumptions. Oh, the offseason. Oh, Kersh will be there. Beeler be there. Everyone's gonna be except Gavin Stone. He sucks. Let's get rid of him. Um, we lost Sheehan already out, but so there's no just every time that I see, and it's almost like a jinx. Every time I see, we got enough pitching. We're good to go. It seems like someone breaks right around that time. Okay. So I think we'll get someone back, Roy. And I'm gonna bet that it's Dustin. I think he's gonna coming in as a reliever with 1 inning. I think that works, and I think people have talked about it before. Maybe Bobby Miller goes in the bullpen too, at least for this year. We'll see. Brett Rose, when I saw the promotion of Cartaya, he thought for a moment Fiducia would get a shot. Oh, never. Never. How many hours of sleep did you get? Oh, not near enough. I was so wound up. I got back a little before midnight. Too much scrolling. There's so many freaking things. Those Instagram reels are just too much. I sit there and laugh too hard. I got 4 or 5. Not enough. Don't do that. Yeah, let's hope he's not injured. I'm on with Knack pitching at 5 or 6. Yeah, keep him going. Surprised Roberts left Stone in. I was too, Nando. That's for sure. I was shocked. In fact, I wrote it. I hope he does it. So, if any of you have been pitchers and you've been incline's in the house. If you've been a pitcher before, then, and so my son was really good for a bit. Got to be Kevin. My man's in the house. Good to see you, Kev. Anytime you see a pitcher like that, they're competitive, they're in the mix, and they're at a high level, they want it so bad. I remember, so when my son was a freshman, he was rolling. He was at 4 innings. He walked 4 guys, but he only gave a couple hits. All right, and so he was at, I don't know, like 80 some pitches. But it was his last start of the season. And the coach asked me, "What do you think? What do you want to do, Tim?" I'm going to let him go. And every inning, coach asked, I'm like, let him go. And I knew because he told me he wanted it so bad, that he wanted to get a complete game and to get a shutout, and he did. He threw 7 innings. He did walk 4 all in the first 4, gave up only 2 hits, got his 7-inning shutout at, it was 110 pitches. But it was the last game of the season until even though he went back to juniors for Little League, but we took care of him after that to make sure that that wasn't an issue. But he wanted it bad, and I can guarantee that Gavin Stone, who probably hasn't had a chance to pitch a complete game in years, probably since high school, wanted this one bad. Guarantee it. So I'm really happy that Doc let him in. All right, let's see. Grew up thinking Orel was the greatest pitcher in the history of baseball. He was pretty good. He was, for a short time, 88 and 89. That dude was one of the best things I've ever seen. That's one of the best runs I've ever seen. Let's see. 1 starter, 1 reliever, and 1 outfielder. See, Kevin, I think forget the outfielder. Infielder. More infield. Because I'm just not convinced that Muncy's coming back. I'm so scared about that. Let's see. Oral Ripken. Yeah. Unless Yamamoto's season-ending injury, the priority should be the infield. Not good realistic options at shorter second, so maybe third. I don't think Arenado. I'm not touching Arenado. His numbers are falling apart. Not unless they're going to give him to us and take a lot of that money. I'm not touching him. They'd have to take some of our bad money. Judge 30 home run. Yeah, dude crushes it. Yeah, the Cardinals are going to be buyers, I think, too. Yeah, Yamamoto will be moved to the 60 as soon as they need to. No, I don't think Kevin is necessary. So the only way that I would trade Knack, is if I'm getting another pitcher in return. Can't trade pitching like that. But I honestly don't believe the Dodgers are that high on him, but I think he's starting to grow on him. I don't know how high his value is. I think really all the value in the organization is a couple, some of the higher catchers, River Ryan types, Robleski, but the rest is down below. A lot of it's down below, real low. And Norm has made good points about that. How many teams are willing to go and say, "Oh, I'm doing a looking for a bunch of projects," which 3 years, let's just, I'm going to just, as an example, not that I'm advocating, let's say for some reason the Dodgers trade DePaula. Whatever team gets him, they're not going to see any payout for like 3 years. Maybe 2. And hopefully they, I'm hoping the Dodgers will start moving him up. As soon as he has success in single at Great Leagues, get him up. The update with Hurt. So Mike Salas said that his command right now has been off at OKC on rehab. Yeah, what are you going to give up for Arenado though? What are you giving? I mean, that's kind of, you have to look at that. Now, I don't know if I have other options. It's a good point. The real option I really hope for is that Muncy comes back, because Muncy actually is a better fielder than Arenado is this year. That guy's got, the thing is, like with both Arenado and Machado, there's a lot of wear and tear on those guys. When are we going to see this Ryan guy? If he's our most untouchable pitcher, I want to see him now. I don't think he's our most untouchable necessarily, but he is our top pitching prospect. He's been hurt, so he's still coming back around. Yeah. I mean, if they're willing to shed a lot of salary with Arenado and make things really happen, because remember, let's say that the Dodgers let's say that they said, "Hey, we're going to give you Arenado for a bucket of balls. We just want to get rid of the contract," which is $35 million a year, right? It's not $35 million. Multiply that by 1.8 or 1.9%, or you know what I mean, or 1.9. It's going to be $60 million. Maybe Dodgers are starting to see value in pitch to contact pitchers in regards to Knack. Stone and Paxton have been strong for us. Yeah, but I see a lot of value in those guys. They don't, knock on whatever, but these high energy dudes, high everything's trying to throw 200 miles an hour. Man, they break. They just break. They're exceeding their physical capabilities. So and everyone's, I understand chasing velocity. It's their way in. If you can add 3 miles an hour to your fastball, shoot for the unlikely. Godfather offer for Royce Young, injury prone. Yes, was that'd be interesting. Royce Young, who's he with? Norm, sorry. Pre-juiced. I mean, I see pre-juiced Manny Ramirez. I'm going. That guy should be, if he didn't juice, he'd be in the Hall of Fame. Royce, gosh, my brain is just dying on me. I keep thinking of like Royce Lewis. Royce Young. But I think the Dodgers. I think the idea of Godfather offers need to be there. Twins, okay. Twins, okay. Let's look them up, folks. Let's go take a look. I just spend all my time with Dodgers. I really wish I had time to spend time looking at other dudes, but that's not him. Let's see. MILB. Are you sure it's Royce? I'm not seeing him. See Royce Lewis. I'm not seeing Royce Young. I think that might be it. Yeah, Royce Lewis. Yeah, that would take a Godfather offer. No, you thinking of Royce White probably. He was the he's hardcore hardcore bass dude. Um, he had some flying issues and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, Royce Lewis. Yeah, well, that you're right though. That would be what it would take, right? So don't put anything past our guy. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be tough to. That'd be a tough one. Sure, be great. The L. Duncan Show. Literally never heard of her. Really don't care. Yeah, I know. It's just really too bad that the Dodgers aren't. Time can advance a little bit on some of our guys like Albertus and Logan Wagner, and as Geloff gets better, it's kind of a bummer, but it's not happening yet. Can't do that. But yeah, I mean, never put anything past him, past Friedman and what he'll do. So let's hope that. Yeah, that third base, I would still like a regular shortstop. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't. I don't. I don't want to count on a 35-year-old shortstop. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. Royce Young is like, who's he? Because yeah, Royce Lewis is the one in my mind. But maybe, hey, there's probably a Royce Young out there somewhere. Oh, that's right. Okay, Jose Miranda. Does he play third? Can he play third? Because I think that's. I mean, if and I think just about everyone on this stream or in this chat would agree. Mookie comes back, he's a second baseman. Done. It's a done deal. And then Miggy Rowe is at shortstop. And if they are able to get another shortstop, great. Yeah. Renhefo. Yeah, I liked what I saw of him. He can handle third. He would be a clear upgrade over everything we've got. Yeah, tell me about Miranda a little bit more. We'll look him up while we're. Oh God! You know what? Please, this picture, please. I'm sick of that dude. Still waiting for Mr. James to get past page 1 of the autobiography of Malcolm X. He's all show. Third base, okay. Is he on the roster right now? Puerto Rico. That's a good year. Go get him. If he could play regular third base. But, I don't know what the Twins need. Let's look at the standings. I mean, that's part of it, right? Is going, because we can go, oh, we want this guy, we want that guy. At the end of the day, they got to be out of it. So let's see. Well, in the Central, we know sucks big ones. Cleveland's been playing really well. I mean, look at that. 654. Man. Philly's still the toast. So Dodgers, Phillies, Cleveland, and Nueva York and Baltimore are the teams. Like I said, the Padres keep trying, but you know what? They're silly. That's a silly team. That's what I just would say. So give me Miranda. Why not? And what do the Twins need? What would they want? Oh, so Matt McCain is coming back. Okay, that's Sean's brother. Sean plays with the Quakes. Sean's had some injury issues. Um, Sounds like he's healthy though, so hopefully that. Yeah, blocked by Lewis mostly. Yeah, Dodgers don't have the starters. Yeah. Um, so just in defense of Mr. Robert Jr., he had a great year last year, but he is missing the sixth tool. He's not healthy enough. We don't need dudes that don't show up. We need guys that can play. And he's not doing well right now. He's had some moments, but he's not doing well. Twins could use starting pitcher catcher. Well, we might have a catcher for him. We can trade him Austin Barnes and I don't know, someone down the minors. No, we'd have to give up obviously some good talent. Yeah, and Dejan, as soon as his name came up, I went, you go look at some of the metrics. I'm like, I wouldn't give up anything good. Yeah, Twins are still in the race, yeah. But Twins are a team that can't afford to keep all their players. That we do know, right? Oh, everyone got your Bucky's cup, huh? Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Norm, we are on Robert. I'm not sold on that because I'm going, well, people are going, well, he could be the long-term center fielder. I want a long-term center fielder that's healthy. We don't need another guy injury prone. And I agree, please no more swing and miss guys. If you're going to get a swing and miss guy, give up a swing and miss guy. Oh, I always liked the idea of Pham. Oh, the Nats. Don't they have the guy from the Reds who used to be a Red, hot prospect? Jesse Winker also, he was ready to fight Padre fans, so maybe that's a guy. So want guys that make contact at the bottom of the lineup. Yeah. Make the pitcher work hard. You don't, yeah. Guy foul balls off, things like that. Keep things moving. Maybe play a little small ball down at the bottom. It depends on the situation. At the end of the day, you still want him to get back to the top with someone on base. That's the main thing. You go, well, even if it's 2 outs with Shohei up or Mookie up or whatever, you want that. You want someone on base for the big four. And so that's the goal. Have guys in there. Yeah, I thought, Sammy, I tell you, man, that was my huge hope for Lux, that he would go out there. I didn't care about the home runs. Was it in 2022 he hit only 6? I'd have taken that. Remember, he was batting almost 300. He was hitting almost 300 at the All-Star break. You give me that guy in the 9-hole all day. Pass instead of now Bo isn't available. Oh, that's not nice. Yeah, shortstops are. It may be Mickey Rowe, and I'm not complaining. I'm just concerned about him staying healthy. That's it. Again, don't put anything past Friedman. One of the things that does also concern me, though, is bringing in players from crappy teams the spotlight's on them all of a sudden in LA and they fade. It's happened quite a few times. Um, Everyone's favorite Dodger, Reddick. Um, he was one of those guys that just kind of faded. The pitcher Johnson, was it Jim Johnson? They got in that Braves trade with Alex Wood. He was one of those guys just died. Um, um, I think I'd have to think a little bit more, but not, it's just no guarantees there. With the outfield though, Kevin, I mean, if you look at the outfield right now, it's not bad. Um, Teoscar, of course, Pajes, Jason Hayward's been better. Miggy Vargas. I mean, that's four guys that I go, oh, I like him better than, at least two of our infielders. Um, but you never know. I mean, and they do have the option, if needed, of putting Mookie in the outfield. So there's some depth there. I don't consider Taylor or Kike um, as full time options. Maybe Outman. I think, like I said, I think they're in good shape with the outfield. It's the infield that scares the crap out of me. I'm out on Robert. Randy would be my pickup. Yeah, Renhefo would be my guy that I'd like to get from the Angels. And we have to overpay with the Angels. But the Godfather offer, the offer you can't refuse. It might need to be done on some of these cases where you have to overpay. This is the year next. It's a 2-year window that is super high, or super. It's a strong window. Yeah, Rosarena. The time for them to trade him was last off season. I think the Dodgers they would have gotten him, but I think Tampa held on to him too much. Yeah, I mean, they're not even playing. Mookie didn't even bring his outfield gear with him, but he would move if he had to. That's what he do. Oh, you heading out, Pat? Thanks, man. Thanks for coming out. Um, yeah, I think it would happen in an emergency, but I'm hoping that isn't the case because I really like having a guy with that type of bat at second base. Yeah, they don't trust the defense of Vargas, or he'd be playing a lot more. I think it was actually a huge mistake to just put him back and just play him in left field. I think they could have still worked him at second base. He wasn't that bad last year. And I would rather have. Okay, let me ask everyone right now. If we had Miguel Vargas playing average defense, which is what he played at second last year, with his offense this year at second, or do you want Gavin Lux with his excellent defense this year, but is also his same bat? Vargas is not a third baseman. Trust me on that. I saw it up close. He's just not. Second base was good for him. Give me Skubal. Yep. Give me Skubal or give me death, right? Yeah. But yeah, so that's the trade-off. So Lux has better range. Lux has played good second base this year. He just hasn't hit. So do you want the offense or do you want the defense? And I would say for right now, the way the order is, um, I would tend to get some of the offense. I agree. Kevin, I agree. Um, Will Smith. Will Smith, man, he's a little stinker sometimes. He picked on him and Rosarena got into it during the WBC, and then Will Smith makes Jurickson Profar, um, Jurickson Profar a freaking all star because that guy's so so emotional. Exactly, Hap. Exactly. Well, they've already moved Vargas to left field, but then they go when they have a righty, they go Teoscar Pajes, and Jason Shohei. And then when the lefty's up, then they go Teoscar to right with Miggy and left. So they're only playing as left-handers, and maybe that is to make him look good, get his numbers up, to trade him. I mean, and I love Miggy Vargas. He's always treated me well. Um, but it might be better if he does get traded to a team that will actually play him, because I think he's going to be a really good ball player. It's just if they don't believe in him defensively, then yeah. Yep, go big or go home, right, Phil? Right, Philip? That's what I would do. I think, yeah, and I said that earlier, Hep. With Skubal, there are no untouchables in the minor leagues. Well, you know, poor Lexi, man. The guy wants it so bad, but I don't know about I don't know. I do think that if he were to be sent down, it would be okay. It would be okay. And maybe if Mookie didn't already go down, he'd be down already. But they got to improve that infield. But at the same time, if we have really good starting pitching in the playoffs, that's great. I like that. If we have an outfield that, let's see. Okay, here's the death lineup. Okay, the Death Star lineup. Ohtani DH, right? Mookie, Freddie. See, I like this. Left, right, left, right, left. Freddie, Smith, Muncy. Please, Lord. Death Star lineup. Yes. Muncy at third, Teoscar in right, Arozarena in left, Pajes in center, Rojas at short. So at least in the top six, you have the left, right, left, which I hate. I absolutely despise Shohei and Freddie back to back. I would rather, if they're going to leave Shohei at second for some reason, I'd rather have Freddie at four, because sometimes you get them weird lefties, and they'll destroy those two guys. Yeah, I think you can buy low on Arozarena. I think Tampa blew that one. Not sold on Hayward, Arizona. Arozarena takes the spot. Yeah, there's something going. They love Shohei. So this is interesting. Oh, and the Cubs, they're in last now. If the Cubs continue to free fall, would they be open to trading Swanson, who was having a down year? If anything, that gets Mookie off a shortstop. How many more years does he have? I wasn't against getting Swanson. Not that he's that great, but Mookie, Ohtani, Freddie, Smith, Muncy, Teoscar, Bichette, Randy, Pham. Oh man, no Pajes? Gotta get Pajes, man. You got Pham in center. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, it's like Arenado. You can get those guys. It's just, do they want to get him, and do they want to pay all that extra money? And shortstop, shortstops, because their game is based on so much agility and speed and all that stuff. That goes quick. That's why the whole Trey Turner 11-year contract. Oof, duh. That was awful. Pajes in for Pham, yeah. And Rojas been batting. He's been good this year. Offense. And was it Joe? Joe today? Joe Davis was talking about, and was it 2019? He batted, like 284 or something like that. In 2020, he's over 300. 2022, he got hurt. It was wrist stuff. And so, if you recall, remember him when he was there, he did have some issues with his wrist. Yeah, his defense is average. We already have an average shortstop. His name is Mookie Betts. Yep. Yeah, we talked about this one, Hep. Yeah, for sure. I think it's very smart to just assume that Yamamoto is out, and if he's not, great. Your pitching's even better. Yep, 24-0 with the Rojas hit. You can't beat that. And plus he is truly that's a leader out there. That's this the Dodgers are a bunch of good boys. They go about their jobs. They get in the clubhouse, they're quiet, they go do their things. They got rid of the loudmouths. But with Miggy, the guy will say what needs to be said. And oof. Swanson signed through 2029. Ooh. Fire that GM, man. Lux to Siberia. um yeah, man. No. Yeah, I think if the Dodgers are gonna go get big contracts, for some reason it's gotta be someone that's young. I mean, I could see them giving something, another big contract. I don't know who's ready for that one next. I'd actually like to see him lock up Pages at a reasonable rate over the next few years. Lock up, give Gavin Stone something. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know because that how the Dodgers are so good at telling us all about their injuries. They tell us nothing, but I don't know what it is. With his injury. Yeah, it's one of those. If it's one of those, oh, we hope he gets better, like they did with Bueller in 2022. That was just, I thought it was terribly dumb. Um, they wasted like 3 months with him. They wasted that time. Oh, chat's been strong tonight. That's for sure. Chat rate's been pretty deep. We're getting what 3 per minute or whatever. That's pretty good for this channel. I'd like to get more, of course, because the quality of this chat's is really good. It's we got guys that of course do way better than my channel, but um, it's really a mismatch of stuff. Even though one thing I don't see on this, I haven't seen Nando didn't do the normal hashtag fire Roberts. I think Dave handled things really well today, and I think he actually handled things well yesterday. He liked it. There you go. Going to school with 2 of the following: De La Cruz, Sanchez, Bo. Just do something. Renjifo. Gonzalez. Yep. But yeah, we have when people come in here, they're contributing, and it brings the chat out. And Kevin's been on the incline's been on fire too. Make sure you guys are watching them, please. Who starts game 1? Yes. It would be Glasnow. He's right. He's the ace right now. He's the guy that's been on the team longer. But who knows? It also depends on the team that you're playing, I would think. Miller more at risk of surgery than Yamamoto. With Miller, and I did when I interviewed him, it was pretty much he said the same stuff he had last year. But last year it started earlier, and so that's why he had a later start in the season. What if Detroit makes us take Baez for Skubal? I just can't stand that dude. The thing is with, gosh, freaking Baez. He was the toast of the town because he was doing his blind tags. And he played some really nice second base. And we insist they take it just gets, this is where but these are the things where you go, all right, are we all in or not? So yeah, I'm taking him too. And you know what? You try it. You see what you can do with him. Maybe he just needs to be on a team with Miguel Rojas. Hmm? Just and if you know what, if it doesn't work, release his butt. So what? So what? Or you just you hold on to him and just leave him off the playoff roster and you take care of business in the offseason by packaging him up with someone else. But remember, as the season goes along, right, once July comes along, we're only paying for 2 months of their contracts. So, and we don't see this as much with Friedman, but remember back in the day, especially with Farhan, man, they were working what do vets they call it, like the trade cloud or something like that. They had all this big stuff going on. I mean, really, their whole Grandal, Rollins, all that stuff. That was all one big trade with the Howie Kendrick and all that. Yeah. Whew. Hep, man. Yeah. Well, Dodgers should have won that series anyway. You have a right fielder that doesn't want to play in the proper position and then gets burned on that. Changed the whole frickin' World Series. 8th inning, game 2. Um, yeah, and it's just with Lux, 2020 he had COVID. 2021 he was not a bad player. Then they were messing with him in the outfield and even third base. They had then 2022 he was fine. He was a good second baseman. He got a neck injury and then 2023 the knee and so it's the sixth skill, right? Availability. So that's one of the reasons I don't like Robert. Let's see. Oh man, you got okay. Here's your prediction. Okay, so you got Robert to Philly, Crochet to Baltimore, New York, Lorenzo, you Jesus, to the Barbs. Braves seem to always, man, they seem to always make these trades where they don't give up much and they get some good talent. I don't know, man. Kevin, you like my hat? You see it? Blink 182 this Sunday night in San Diego. Come on down, dude. Let's go. Um, I'm trying to figure out tickets for that thing. I got a little burnt a little bit yesterday. Yeah, 300. You're probably right, but the report was out. We got to talk about it. And plus, it's fun to talk about. I like talking trades. Um, yeah. A lot of truth here again. Too many teams are afraid to anger their fan bases, even if they're barely in the playoff hunt. There will be reluctant sellers who offer players for 1-year deals, but no difference makers. Yeah, sometimes that is the case. But at the same time, there are opportunities for some of these teams to get a really, really good restart. Trayce Thompson. Oh, yeah, to sell? Oh, man. They can get Bo back on track, but then Passon's replacing. See, he's not there. You're gonna see Blinken Fresno. Woo! I didn't know they were playing in Fresno. Let's see. Where is Trayce Thompson? Did he go back? Was it the White Sox? I don't even know. Who knows? Doesn't matter. I like Trayce Thompson. Good dude. He treated my son really well quite a few years ago when back in 2016. So seems like a good guy. Just had his moments and then didn't. Okay, let's go back. So and it's a rumor that never goes away. Of course, is Kenley Jansen. Um, is that going to happen? Seems like Mr. Phillips is feeling more secure as the closer. I actually really liked it when Doc brought him in the 8th inning the other day. That was cool. I like that. That's how you do it. You say we're going to match up the best. We're going to play the matchups. And so, best part of the order coming up: Evan Phillips, Blake Trinan. Ooh. Oh, he might go to Great Lakes. Oh, that'd be very cool. Bring Kenley home. Yes, I mean, especially if it's the 7, 8, 9, man, bring him out, bring him in the ninth. I still want to see him I want him to see him face those guys, and he'll blow those types of guys away. I just don't want to see, guys like Machado just gonna eat him up. Well, I don't know about Machado. What's he got? 7, 8 home runs, something like that. Jeez, the contract's not looking good. But it's still short term on that. Yeah, keep me posted if you go to Great Lakes. That'd be cool. Got and who knows who's going to be up there by then. And I'm hoping, like I said earlier, I have lining up an interview with Peter Hubick, and so let's see if he's reached back. He said yes, but it's a matter of now it's getting that time. But I expect him to be promoted soon. He's been looking good. Tanner Scott, yeah. Just overpay. You're going to overpay anyway at the trade deadline. Just do it now. Just do it freaking now. Don't wait. Let's just get it over with. Again, I hate to say it, with some there in a lot of there really are no untouchables right now. I think the players that are untouchable are the guys that contribute heavily to the major league team right now. And the pitchers, you got to be real careful trading unless you're getting pitching back. But you've got Cubs are 11 back. The Reds are 10.5 back. Pirates are 8.5 back. Pirates, so they should not sell. They're 2.5 behind in the wild card. That's really the way to. Let's look at that together. All right, so the American League, you've got Guardians, Yankees, Mariners. Then you got Orioles, Twins, and Red Sox are in. The Red Sox are still there. And look at the Royals. Gosh, and I hope the Astros will get back into it. The Rays will get back into it. Tigers are 6 back. They got to be considered selling. I don't think the Rangers sell. They got way too much money wrapped up into that team. And you're defending a championship, but you get a freebie after last year. Jays got to be selling. What about Kikuchi? They still need to have that dinner with him, with 50 friends or whatever that Kikuchi's having, but he might be available. I saw that. Angels, they're the reluctant trade partner. A's, of course, White Sox, they have talent to trade. National League, Phillies, Doyers, Brewers, all in there. Wild card, of course, the Braves and Cardinals and the Padres. Cardinals are they got over 500 already. So yeah, they're not selling. Bummer. There are a few players that I wouldn't mind on there. Mets been really good. Mets a mirage, and so they'll fall back soon. Diamondbacks climbing back in. I really think they have a lot of talent. Again, Pittsburgh's there, so there's this. I just gotta say it. I hate this, the way that's set up. These teams that are barely 500 are making it in. It's an absolute disaster. Then they're gonna knock out the top seeds again. 50-50 chance that happens again, which is awful. So then you get a World Series of the Rangers and the Diamondbacks instead of what it should have been, like the Dodgers or Phillies or Braves against Yankees not Yankees last year. They stunk. The Astros, but the division winners. Instead, these crappy teams get in there. You reap what you sow. Your World Series ratings will reflect that. Nationals, I think the Nationals got some talent, maybe. Cubs got a third baseman. Of course, Marlins, Rockies. Rockies are, again, they don't want to trade with us either. It's stupid. All right. Well, let's wrap it up. Ellie's going to have 300 strikeouts. Yeah, he's going to have a lot. Um, I just think, let's see. Oh, with DePaula. So my feeling with comparing I do say Juan Soto from the eye perspective. He has that quality of an eye. That's just a gift. Now, will he develop some power? I think he will. He's a big guy. Um, AJ Puck. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to Casey's interview with Rushing. Yeah, Dalton's really good. I mean, like I said, I've sat in the dugout with him at spring training for a little bit. He's great. A great GM will get quantity over quality trade. Ellie to Dodgers for Avens, Ramos, Robo. Avens has no value. Ramos has no value. Um, Robleski's got a lot of value. Um, yeah, Ramos hitting 200. Avens, if he had value, he'd already be there. He'd already be there. Oh, Padres will go big on a trade. They always do. Um, where Preller's strong is picking up these international dudes, and they had some high draft picks, so that helped them. That's how you get a Jackson Merrill, and the Dodgers don't have a Jackson Merrill. Of course, they missed out on Gunnar Henderson, but so did everyone else. Um, yeah, they do love their former Dodgers. Yeah, they had 5 on the roster. They got rings last year, which was kind of cool. I kind of liked that. I was rooting hard for the Rangers. I mean, um, still a Seager guy. Yeah, is someone like Rushing? Boy, yeah, that's one of the first guys they're going to be asking for. Wouldn't surprise if we get an expiring contract from that's an avenue to explore like Yates or Robertson for the pen. Yeah, 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 for sure. It just going to depend, right? In a month, if they're still under 500, then they would be silly to to do certain things. It depends on how healthy Scherzer are going to be. I mean, dude's 40, 41, whatever he is. DeGrom's trying to come back. We know how that's going to be. It's going to take a while. Padres take high school players in the draft, so they reload quickly. Dodgers take capped out college bats. Boy, there's way too much truth there. Way too much truth. That's why it's good that they were able to trade for Zaire Hope. I mean, they traded the future 32-year-old rookie of the year, Michael Bush, in 2030 for to get Hope, and he's got a lot there. Gunner, nope, they're not doing that. They're not trading Gunner. That's an untouchable. There's no way, and they don't need Knack and Rowe. They need a Glasnow guy. They need to go get another big pitcher. They're having issues with that. They need big pitching. And they're not getting Glasnow, obviously. Glasnow's been everything. DeGrom at the deadline. um, I don't disagree, Norm. I don't. You never know. Especially with the window the way it is, and I think a lot will because they're gonna. So let's be honest. Just kind of thinking right now, with Yamamoto, they're not letting anyone know his health. Bill Benet, Robbie Walden. Dreifert was it should have been A-Rod. They lost out on that one. And Dreifert, I liked him, but he again another broken guy. Yeah, I agree about the high school stuff. Get those guys. These unless they're surefire guys at the college level, go with high school. There you just have more. There's more upside there, and there's more things you can work on with them versus a college program. So that's another reason to go high school. So I do like that. And because the best prospects they have are all the international free agents and the younger guys. And you look at a guy. So I'll take Peter Hubick as an example. The dude would be a senior or no, a junior right now in college, and now he's excelling at high A and will be going to Tulsa soon. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Dave says he's dated it. It means he's out for the year. Yeah, but they're going to hold that Yamamoto stuff as close to the vest as possible. They don't want any team to know any desperation or not desperation. I mean, if they're, like I said, if they're able to secure a top starting pitcher and Yamamoto comes back, makes them stronger, doesn't it? So, and I still believe that Bobby Miller can be really good. I think it's going to take a bit, but I'll take a struggling Bobby Miller in June and July, as long as he's good in September and October. Sean McLean, Sam Mongelis. Well, those are McLean was looking really good until he got hurt. Yeah, they're just taking some of these are guys. You're taking lotto picks. You're taking signability. I think like Alex Freeland might start working out. I mean, he's been looking good. Joey Vetrano's hurt. His shoulder's in bad shape. Sort of would never tank. Yeah. Right after. Oh, okay. Well, who needs a top shortstop prospect? I think Kendall George is going to be a pretty darn good ball player. He has a much better hit tool than Terrence Gore, that's for sure. I mean, I saw him have 4 hits the other day, putting the bat on the ball. He does that thing. He puts the bat on the ball, lets his speed do his thing. I like that. But yeah, get the high school guys if they go and it just they're gonna. I think they're picking low again because they're losing their first pick because of Ohtani. So that first pick is tough to get. It's tough to get a good one. But yeah, I'm drafting all shortstops and starting pitchers. That's what I'm drafting. And then I'm going just like they do right now. You go to Venezuela and go get your catchers. You go to Venezuela, get some of these other guys. Draft a bunch of shortstops. If they don't end up at shortstop, they're the best athletes probably on the team. They could play other places. I like your point, though, Norm, about the media. George is a Brett Butler clone with more pigment. He's a lot faster than Brett Butler. But Brett Butler, man, okay, I liked him. Just get on base, darn good player, good guy, all those things. I liked him. And remember, he had that cancer and everything. He's still doing well though. Yeah, I think George is a good one. I don't know if he's again, take the shortstops. Take the shortstop. So that's what you just take the shortstop. That's all. I mean, one of the things, that's what I learned. You coach in these leagues like I did, and you hang around guys that know what they're talking about. And the guy goes, hey, he goes, you take your best athlete, you put him at short. That's what you do. You take your best athlete, and you put him at short. Now, Kendall George isn't a shortstop because he's left-handed. Or else he probably would be at shortstop. But he's not. He's left-handed, so that can't happen. Yeah, I would. Yeah, but I'm just saying, just just get the shortstops. If yeah, but like Bruns drafted out of high school. Um, he's he's tracking. He's getting there. But let's talk about the 2020 draft where they took all these college pitchers, and their work in general that's worked out pretty well. Um, I mean, Knack was like a 5-year college guy, right? Um, and was like a reliever and stuff, but he's a guy that really could throw strikes. So I think the Dodgers will draft whoever they're gonna, they'll draft hopefully the best overall upside guy. That's what I want. And if it turns out it's a first baseman, boy, it better be like that James Wood guy that's these former Padre with the Nationals. Don't draft any first baseman. You go sign those guys as free agents. Because if you first baseman, you're stuck. You need someone with some hope of playing a different position. That's why the shortstops are such a good spot. But if there's a guy with a hit tool that's off the charts, okay. Like, Jordan Alvarez, that hit tool there. I hate to bring him up. Let's see. Maybe Freeman doesn't take position players because he can't identify them. And he's really not the guy. It's Casperino, and it's their coaching staff. Peyton Martin is how good. First of all, that was a great draft pick. It was like 17th round or something real low. Throws a lot of strikes. He's got off to a little slower start. Last year at Rancho, he's just unhittable. A lot of velocity, a lot of athletic ability too. He was a shortstop, but he was also a pitcher, and I think he probably wouldn't mind getting a couple at bats, but that's not happening. But he's a good one. I don't have a comparison, but a fastball creeps up 98, 99. Yeah, and the Dodgers, they have a lot of scouts too. Not just, there's teams that have some good scouts. The Dodgers have a lot of them. Been starting to meet a few of them. Um, I met Tom Kunis. He's the guy who signed or drafted Outman. He's the one that found him. One of my favorite. Look it up. Jonah Rosenthal. Um, he found Peyton Lucas Fox, who looks like a good one. Um, Hubik has a lot of upside. Tim Being is one of the Dodgers minor coach, or Dodgers bring back Lance Lynn. I hope it's me being a minor league coach and the Dodgers bring back Lance Lynn. Hmm. Yeah, I'd have to put that together. Speaking of that, Edgardo got lit up yesterday. First time in a while. Um, Gosh, can you imagine if the Dodgers brought back Lance Lynn? Put it this way: if they bring up Lance Lynn and he starts a playoff game, I'm just not going to watch. Yeah, Jared Carroll. See, he had a lot of injuries at UCLA, but you get him low. Um, why don't we take a quick look? I know we're going late. Let's look at the minor leagues. Dodgers 2080. That's me. Come on. And transactions. Yeah, let's just quickly cover these. Okay, make a sandwich got put on 7-day injured list. Yane was activated. Hopefully, we interview him next time we're around. As we said yesterday, Albertus brought up to Rancho. Sinners in the hands of an angry God. Jonathan Edwards released. Gary McDaniels was assigned to Great Lakes. Copen assigned to Great Lakes. He's been really good. Chris Campos is with Tulsa. I just have, when I met him, he just next to him in the bullpen, watching the bullpen, and just to go, hey, what's your name? Yeah, Chris Campos. I never heard of you. Let's see, DePaula, of course, Jesse on development list, Diego to OKC, Eric Swan, Eric with a Q, throws really hard. Let's see if we have anything else. Pilarski was activated from the injured list. Junior deleted. Ibarra, man, he's really struggled this year. Luke Fox is a good one. Christian Romero keeps getting bounced back and forth. Let's take a quick look at the games. We're gonna go pretty quick as I am getting tired. I am working from home tomorrow, so that's good. We'll start with the ACL team. And Dodgers played the Angels. They won 15-9. Oh, 5 errors for the Angels. That's nice. Ugh, yuck. Marisnik. Ah. Oh my. All right, the box score. I think that is the Jake Marisnik. It is, yeah. Of course he's going to crush it there. Yuendry Vargas, 0 for 2. I heard he left with an injury, as reported by Jerry Espinoza. Mi homie, Quintero, crushing it, 2 for 5. The other Jose Hernandez, 2 for 4. Hit a dong. Cameron Decker, Maya Shendrick Martinez, 2 for 4, 216. He went from center field to short to replace Vargas. Let's hope he's okay. Guerrero, Elkins, Perez, Avila. Okay, pitching wise, what do you have? Another Morales, Montero. So this is a disaster. Or let's just not look at that pitching. That's what an awful game. They won, good. We'll take it. Your Rancho Cucamonga Quakes played the Lake Elsinores. And they lost. Oh, Wayland, no. See, George 1 for 4. Did he steal any bases? Well, yes, and he didn't get caught stealing, so that's good. But he did have an error. Let's look at the pitching. Okay, Duran, that's good. Zazueta, that was rough. Waylon Santana gets the loss. Roque Gutierrez was there. Oh, man, McClain playing first base, batting ninth. Let's see, Wagner was the DH, and then Alonso came in. I hope Wagner didn't get hurt again. Gerald Perez is playing short today. So Albertus was at third again. Galiz needs to be promoted. Osorio, coming along. Meza, Munoz, okay. Nothing special. Looks like a well-deserved loss. The pitching just didn't hold up. Yeah, I'm a big believer in Galiz needing to be promoted. He's only 20, so he's a young one. How are we doing? I don't know what type of, I can't remember the injury. If you look up Jerry Espinosa, you could find it on the internet machine. God, minor league just losing left and right. Do you guys know that the Quakes actually finished under 500 for the first half? Come on. Okay, DePaula 0 for 3. Don't push. No reason to push. Noah Miller 1 for 3. Newell's still at 226. Nevin 242. He's recovering for shoulder. So another really bad game. Just no offense. Hubeck even was bad today. I'm surprised. I'm glad he replied to me though. That's his first stinker. And it's the walks. You can see that. Walks and the dongs. The walks usually lead to the dongs with him. But he's been really good all year. Until that game. Okay. Tulsa. Who's that? Oh, that's Rosario. Jeremy Rosario, man, that's a big arm. Huge arm. Hey, look at all that. Wow, we got a big one today. All right. Freeland. Ooh, 0 for 6, though. Freeland, go talk to Casey. Come on, man. Taylor Young, 3 for 5. Rushing, 3 for 5. We got home run from rushing. That's 10. Back 0 for 4. Locke Powell was catching. Oh, they were catching with him instead of Yainer. 1 for 5. I forgot. Yeah, he's also a catcher. Dave McKeith, 1 for 2. Oh, excuse me. Brandon Davis, 2 for 5. Ramos, 3 for 5. 3 for 3. Wow. And gets his average up to 209. It's just the K's. It's the K's with him. No K's yesterday or today. That's good. So Rosario, 5 innings, 8 Ks. He's big fastball. Murillo, coming around. Harris, Pilarski. Okay, Pilarski walked a couple though, but good to see him getting some action. Pilarski, of course, friend of the show. Avens, 2 for 5. Play him or trade him, folks. Come on. It's only fair. Another home run for him. Outman, 2 for 5. 3 Ks, though. But you know what? You OPS 946, you can K all you want. Lipsius, 939. Again, you can K all you want. If you hit Opsing 3, 939. Ryan Ward, 3 for 5. Opsing 2, 990. He's got a jillion home runs. Trey Sweeney, 0 for 5. 234. No. Diego, 1 for 5 at 222. I think that's overall, though. Fiducia, 287. 0 for 3. Gauthier, 3 for 4. Awesome. And Arias, or whatever his name is, but not the right one. Okay, pitching, Velamont. It's a work in progress. Varland, 0.1 with a walk. Dryer. Ooh, who made? Oh, Lipsius made the error. Dang it. And Fireheisen. I like Fireheisen for 1 inning. All right, that's the minors. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I know 0 Ks for Ramos is yeah. Vladimir Guerrero, man, he should have been. Dude should have been at third base. He's got to get in shape. Yep, no more Lance Lynn. What type of injury? Yeah. Paula's gonna walk. Public statement that Guerrero do would be stomach trade to Yankees might subtly indicate Toronto could move him or Bichette, despite Toronto claiming otherwise. Yeah. And I think with Toronto, if the Dodgers really want Bichette, they can get him. Again, it's the Godfather offer. Or the Death Star offer. Either one. Muncie's out. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Bichette's a good fit, but he doesn't play third. Okay. Jay's office a mess. Okay. If I am Friedman and Roberts, I put my foot down on Ohtani taking part in the HR Derby. Amen. Amen. He doesn't need that. Ward, he's been really good. Jay's front office is stubborn. Great. See, the thing is, some of these teams, they get so stubborn. Let me see what. Okay, I got a comment from Trinidad real quick here. Yep, Stone goes all the way. Really cool. Nothing from Pete. All right. And good day on the Twitter machine. Yeah, or not Twitter, but the other one. One thing I'm surprised I haven't seen is the call for Justin Turner. Now, I don't want him back because he's a DH. He's not the answer at third base. Trust me on that. Yeah, all GMs engaged in trade smoke information. They all want leverage, right? Yeah. Well, cool. Good night. It's a good night tonight for us. 177 views is good. Um, trying to get back to where we were a few months ago. I mean, we're not going to reach the Ohtani phase for a while. That would be great, but I don't see that happening, folks. And I wish this thing would stay up. Um, so okay, well, cool. Thanks everybody. Let's go back to here or whatever. Thanks everyone. Appreciate you. No game tomorrow, and so I, who knows? If something happens, any rumors? We're gonna be at it. I don't think Bueller has any trade value right now because he's also a free agent. So, and I don't see that happening because again, there's what are you gonna get for him? They would only trade him. Okay, I'm wrong. Just like they did with Chicken Strip, just like they did with Mitchell White, they will trade a guy if they really believe that he can increase his value with another team. So if they would do that, yeah. Should we move on from Taylor and Kike? I think we're gonna appreciate them later in the year, but you never know. I don't. They're not untouchables though. If you can improve your team, you improve it. Yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Showtime. Thanks for showing up at Cars. Thanks everyone. Um, trade season. I love it. It's one of the most wonderful times of the year as the trade deadline comes up. We will be online all day on trade deadline day. That is for sure. For sure. And we'll be talking, and I'll be available. Then I'll get online for as the moves come and everything like that. So, all right, everyone, and I'm sure I'll be competing with the world, but that's okay. Good time tonight. Thank you again, everybody. Appreciate it. View duration good. Chats are really good. Really appreciate it. Let's see the likes. Where are we at with likes? 31. Man, got some chat revenue. Thanks everyone. Hep. Good night, and we'll see y'all soon. As always, thank you so much for viewing us, and appreciate y'all. And as always, God bless, and go Dodgers.